Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XDC, and if you look at the chart, this is the 7-day. At least we've seen some movement to the upside. You know, people get very excited around these cryptocurrencies when they move literally half a cent. Wait until they're moving at dollars in the future. You know, all of a sudden it's sitting at $10, $12 and moving up gradually. And that's going to happen around these ISO coins. It has to. They have utility in real world use case, and it's going to be utilized at some point. But I always like to talk about the price movement because people, they get frustrated when it sits at one price for such a long period of time. XDC was sitting under 3 cents for like ever. It felt like forever, literally. According to this City Industry Report on blockchain, gaming, and tokens with contributions from Xinfin Official, trillions are locked up in debt, real estate, private equity, securities, waiting to be tokenized and unlocked with XDC. Now you look at real estate, $20 trillion, private equity, $7 trillion, trade finance, $12 trillion, securities financing and collateral, $42 trillion. Then the big one, non-financial corporate and quasi-sovereign debt, $187 trillion. Now, if XDC was to just capture a little bit of this, it still has to push it to a very high value in the future. You know, I always tell you we're early to these cryptocurrencies, but we're also very lucky. We're getting in at a time where they're sitting well under $1. Think about it like that. You could pack a nice big bag for the future. Welcome to the exchange, Xinfin Official, and you see exchange XDC on swapika.com. New listing, XDC, the native token of XDC Network, is now available for trading on Proton DEX. We're seeing a lot of announcements around XDC all of a sudden also, which gives me a newfound, I don't know, optimism for this cryptocurrency. You know, I always knew what I held, but it gets frustrating holding it for such a long period of time. It's nice to see some growth happening, and I still believe all along the way, Xinfin was out there opening up corridors all around the world around trade. As of today, we are beginning the process of rebranding from Flare Finance to Enosys. Over the past year, we have experienced a multitude of both successes and setbacks. Through these experiences, we have been able to grow and develop as an organization, expanding our reach and impact within the communities we serve. The addition of XDC and other communities has reinforced our goal of promoting unity among networks and communities. To reflect our continued growth and evolving mission, we are excited to announce our rebranding as Enosys. Now, this is talking about XDC becoming an F asset on Flare, FXDC. And we knew that was going to happen at some point. But this is like a massive network forming around Flare, and that's just getting started as well. You got to remember, Flare just went live. It's going to take a little bit of time to get built out. But it's that massive financial network that's being built all the time. Top 5 crypto showing resilience and potential for growth, and guess what? XDC is one of them. After the XDC network, Andromeda upgrades back in December, XDC has been under the limelight of investors. XDC, the native token of the ecosystem, experienced a rally according to CoinGecko. The token is up more than 14% in a weekly time frame. Based on its technicals, the XDC token is a strong buy for investors right now. However, XDC might experience a short correction in the short term if the bulls show exhaustion in the daily time frame. Investors should then focus on defending the 0.03794 support line to provide the bulls a springboard for higher highs. And I do believe we are going to see some more price movement to the upside. I believe this market is just starting to turn around. And if Ripple wins against the SEC, XDC is going to skyrocket with Ripple as well. So we have a lot to look forward to as XDC holders. It has been decided at the end of April we are bringing XDC to Solidify Web and Solidify Wallet. This way you are ready to earn passive income. through the upcoming XDC farming pools of Enosys Global once they become available. That's why that's so important. Passive income. Development of SolidFi is made possible by purchasing our mobile app for $1 in the app stores. If you think the above sounds interesting and you would like to support us, consider downloading the app. In simple terms, you will be able to use your XDC in a similar way you use Songbird on Flare Farm. Currently, you can already simply connect your Songbird wallet through the Web3 browser to Flare Farm and earn XVICE SVIN. The same method will be used for XDC. So now we're starting to see how you can earn passive income from your XDC as well. Like I always told you, in the future, when these cryptocurrencies get to high prices, you may never have to sell any of it. You can put your crypto to work for you. XDC HSBC Trade Finance Solutions. While trade finance is currently an attractive asset for banks, we believe technology will unlock investment from non-bank investors by removing complexity and making the underlying asset data both more structured and accessible. And we're going to see a lot of big announcements around trade in the future as well as time goes on. But you see XDC tied right into this. And people always missed a point on XDC. A lot of people invest in it because it's one of the X coins, but they don't see the utility behind it. Great graphics showing the massive utility of XDC, all things TradeFi and even more. The next gen fintech have to own them all to win big. So we see here smart contracts, notarization, digital rights, escrow, wagers, trustees, securities, debt, equity, private markets, crowdfunding, derivatives, record keeping, intellectual property, voting, ownership, title record, health care. That's going to be huge as well. Digital currency, e-commerce, global payments, remittance, P2P lending, and microfinance. And you're also going to be able to borrow against your crypto in the future as well and pay it off with passive income you're getting from another cryptocurrency. We're so early. None of this has even got built out yet. You got to keep that in mind. UK signing this trade deal followed by introduction of new electronic trade documents bill into UK law this year is huge. Rumor is the US may join again too. Pieces are falling into place. This looks bullish for XDC. Now, as time goes on, the U.S. is going to get involved as well. Every single country is going to be tied into trade. And this is a $10 trillion market. And I believe XDC is going to capture a majority of that 10 trillion because it's going to be utilized in so many ways. World Trade Board takes aim at SME trade finance gap. Now, this also is very big. The trade finance gap for MSMEs was estimated at $1.5 trillion for years, but increased to $2 trillion in 2020. MSMEs represent 23% of applications that year, but 40% of rejections. A key reason is the high perceived risk of financing small businesses. That's a critical area that technology can help to address. Potential solutions may or may not use blockchain. For example, centralized supply chain finance solutions have already helped some SMEs rely on their customers' creditworthiness combined with the confirmation that the customer will pay the SME's invoice. Now, small businesses and even enterprises going to come on board as well. And because it's so easy to utilize XDC and Xinfin network, it's so simple. They're going to want to utilize it because they don't have to jump through hoops to do it. They don't have to upgrade and pay out money, massive amounts of money to switch from legacy to digital. And that's what I see happening. And a lot of it's going to happen around this cryptocurrency. But again, because we're early, we're buying up all these XDC coins at a very cheap price right now. Think about coming in 2 years from now. What do you think the price of XDC is going to be then? By then, I feel it's easily going to be sitting at least over $10 at that point, if not much higher. Because look at all the growth around this crypto all throughout 2022. And it's a well-rounded cryptocurrency. It's tied to GameFi. It's tied to NFTs. It has so much going on, metaverse as well. And all of that is going to build out over time, adding value to XDC as well. People don't see the big picture. They just see a cryptocurrency that's sitting stagnant for such a long period of time. The good thing is, though, it's starting to move now. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.